Good evening, everybody. Hello. How are you all this evening? I'll just give it a couple of minutes for everybody to join in, and a few people maybe have to get a notification to say that it's on tonight, because it's normally on a Wednesday, but we're a Thursday this week. So Ewan isn't with me this evening, I'm afraid. He's had a couple of days out helping somebody do removals and things like that, so he's pretty exhausted. And even just sitting beside him, I could feel my eyes rolling, so I sent him to his bed to rest. So Ewan isn't with me this evening, but he is in his bed resting. It's his birthday tomorrow, so I would like him to have a bit of energy about him tomorrow, so we can do something, or we can go and have a nice day. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I know it's not Wednesday night, but Thursday night. It doesn't really matter what night it is, as long as I get to come on. I hate not getting to come on. I do miss you guys just as much as you miss me. So hopefully tonight we will maybe get a link up and do like we did last time, because it seemed to go pretty well. I hope you all enjoyed it last week, where we were able to connect with the other person and see their response as well as see me. Now, just as I'm talking to you all, somebody's got really sore right hand. Probably one of the people that's already messaged, or one of the people that's already spoken, but whoever's got really sore hands, I'm sending healing for you. Really painful. Thank you. Oh no, I've booked us a meal somewhere out for tea tomorrow. I won't be doing any cooking. I did cooking tonight, so I do cook some nights. Looking forward to heading down south on the 27th of this month. It's coming up quite quickly, 2 weeks tomorrow, and we'll be heading down the road. We are in Aberdeen a week on Friday for 3 days, which is fully booked at the moment, so I'm sorry if anybody didn't get in. Now, also, I have to mention that everybody that's messaged me about booking in at the end of the November, I'm afraid I've done a bit of a cock up with my dates. So I will be messaging you all. It'll be the week after, which will be like the 1st or 2nd of December. So I will get in contact with you all individually and see if the following week is okay for you all. So you'll all know there's a few posts up about shows and events coming up. On the 18th of November, we are on in the Chieftain in Inverness, which should be a fantastic evening. Now, I will say as well, Nairn Spiritualist Church, I don't know if any of you know about it, but there's a spiritualist church in Nairn. The first Wednesday of every month, they normally have a medium come on and demonstrate and things like that. So if you are in Nairn on the first Wednesday of every month, or even every Wednesday, please pop along to Nairn Spiritualist Church. And the more people that attend, obviously, the better it grows, and the longer people can get comfort from the place. Thank you. Laura Mackenzie. Yeah, definitely. They come to show you. So that was Laura Mackenzie. Just as I read your name, I got a lot of pain in the womb, my darling. So have you been having womb problems, or have you been getting pain in your womb recently? It's strange. I pick up things just by talking to people or just by messaging people. So yes, I have been feeling a few people before I came on, so I was just waiting for everybody to kind of load up, and then I will get cracking. Also, a bad left knee. I'm obviously going to be trying to keep an eye on the comments and trying to keep an eye on this, so if I do miss anything, please all keep an eye for me and just let me know. Alright, so before I came on, this is all one thing, I think, right? So I want to say it's a male. He's quite a bit of a mourner, or a bit of a negative energy kind of man. I kind of feel like he had to go to his bed, and he either had a nurse coming in, or he had somebody looking after him, tucked him up into bed and went away and left him, and that's when he passed. I do feel like there's been a fire in a house, either connected to him or somebody else within the family, and either passed from smoke inhalation or died in the fire. Also, they would be getting birthday presents ready just now, or they're looking for birthday presents just now. A smoker with a sore throat or a really bad cough, I kind of feel that's the person that's going to be taking it. Sending healing, Lauren. Pasta being important, so somebody likes Italian food and pasta. And the So Lonely song, do you know that song? It's so lonely. Well, that's about the only bit I know of it, but I know it's an important song. Thank you. Hopefully that all makes sense, because I kind of feel like it's all together. Also, I was getting a Beatty or a Betty lady in spirit. She's quite a big bubbly lady. She makes me very aware she's got a big chest. Very outdoorsy kind of person. Lives life to the fullest. Thank you. And I kind of feel like either she's just about 60 or 59, 60, maybe about that age. So yeah, if anybody understands these, just let me know. Rachel Doyle, my Auntie Betty. Is October important to you, my darling? And the time will be important. So 21:06 could be time of passing or time you last spoke to somebody before they passed. Thank you. Also, I was getting a Geordie man and the name Calvin or Kelvin important. Now, he's not connected to Betty, but he definitely showed me that he was around this evening to hopefully get a message across, or to hopefully get a message out there. And he makes me feel like he's been in the army, or he was in the army. He's in his mid-30s, I'd say 34, 35. And I kind of feel like he's passed either in the army or to do with something connected to the army. Now, sometimes people don't always take the messages right here, right now. Some people just watch it and don't comment. So it could be that it is for somebody and they don't want to speak, and that's fine. You just have to message me tomorrow if you need the notes that I've written or any cards that I take for anybody. We're up to 145 people watching. Woo! Exciting. Thank you. So let me get my cards out and get them ready. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the comments, just for any responses to the things I've said. So Betty being important, October, Beatty or Betty I've written. October 21:06 important, lives life to the fullest. She's about 59, 60. She's maybe a little bit older than that, but she looks well for her age. Thank you. Terrible indigestion. Thank you. And I get the feeling either there's a scar or a mark on the right eyebrow. I don't know if this is the person connected to her. Hi, V. Sending healing to anybody with any aches or pains. I would love to give every single person a message, but it's just not always the way it works. It just depends. And I don't pick. Like, sometimes a name will really stand out to me, or a card falls out when I read a name. Lena Stewart. So yeah, sometimes I'm just shuffling and a card falls out, and I know that the card is for that person. So it all just depends. So Lena, card Oceana falls for you, my darling, and says, take action. You're in touch with the truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So this card is saying, don't doubt what you feel. You know you're going in the right direction. You're being guided by your body. If you second guess yourself, you might step around the wrong way. So be confident in your steps, you know, head up, shoulders back. You know which way you're going. You know what you want to achieve. You just have the strength and courage to go forwards and do it. Don't second guess yourself. That is the guidance you need, my darling. So 157 people still watching. Whoop whoop. Laura McInnes. I have to write it down straight away, otherwise I forget. So that's Laura McInnes. Rochelle says, as you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So this card is saying that right now your head and your heart are arguing. Your head's saying, right, you need to do this, and your heart's saying, oh no, but I don't want to do that. This card is saying, listen to your heart to get true happiness. If you listen to your head, sometimes it'll take you where you think you're supposed to be, rather than you feel where you're supposed to be. So always listen to your heart. Ask the question and ask your body. When you ask a question, if you get a nice warm feeling, it's generally a positive answer. If you get a sad feeling or a doomy kind of feeling, then it's generally a negative answer. So always ask your body for advice, always ask your body for guidance, because it will always keep you right. 146 people. Keep liking, keep loving, keep sharing. The more people that join in, hopefully the longer we can stay on. I keep saying we, I'm so used to saying we. Oh, thank you. Stephen Fraser, just as I read your... Thank you, Stephen Fraser. Just as I read your name, this card fell out. Adriana says, you've been having some strange dreams recently, maybe some random thoughts or random ideas, random feelings, a bit all over the place. I kind of feel like lots of ideas, but you haven't put them all into practice, so you've got so many ideas waiting to go, but you haven't actually started doing them yet. I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps. I'm communicating through your intuition, thoughts and dreams. So take notice of whatever you're dreaming about, because if you wake up and you've had a really vivid dream, there could be some really important parts to that dream. Maybe look it up or message me and see if I can help you understand it or decipher it. But beautiful card, and that tells me that you are on the right path. You just need a little boost from above to give you that boost of energy to get cracking. Thank you. All right. So the first one is still not leaving me, the first older man. So I kind of feel like he's about 65, 66 years of age when he's passed. I want to say the name Graham is important. Blinking flies. Graham being important. Somebody getting the house ready for him, quite a negative male, or you know, he kind of sucks all the energy out of him. He tries to be positive or he tries to have a conversation, but he always seems to become quite negative. I kind of feel like he got quite unwell. He went to his bed, he had carers coming in, or he had people coming in to help him, and he's passed in his sleep, or he's gone to bed and passed. Now I also get a house fire being important, connected to him. If it's not him himself, there's definitely somebody else in the family that's died from either a fire or smoke inhalation, and I get oil burning. Birthday presents getting ready, so it must just be coming up a birthday, or it must just be coming somebody's anniversary, because it's getting presents ready. Oh, wondered what that was then. A smoker and a bad throat would be the person that would take it. Yes, I know, we've got fruit flies laid eggs in one of my parrot plants. I'm a little bit annoyed by it, and the soapy water I've been using is not working. So it's annoying me, actually. Right, I don't know what this is, keep buzzing, so I have to just go and... that'll be why, because my vibration was on. All right, so, and I get a scar on the back left of the head. Scar back left of head. Alright, so, oh, I don't know where my comments have gone now, hold on, there we go. Oh me, I lost them then. Alright, so if somebody wants to take him, that would be fantastic. If you want to message me afterwards, please let me know, that's totally fine. But yeah, and I'll try and give you as much information or notes that I have. Right, so I think I'm going to pick somebody to come on live, if that's okay. I hope you've all got your slap on. All right, so if I go into here, let me see. Right, I've invited somebody to join in, so if you get an invite and you're free to come on, can you please accept, and then I will hopefully do some channeling for you. Okay, so I did send an invite to somebody there. If you've got an invite popping up on your page, it says Deena McBride is inviting you to live. If you want to come on live, please accept. If you don't, please reject. That's totally fine, but just reject it so that I know. I'm getting lots of invites, but I did already press somebody to see if they would come on. Ewan is resting, I'm afraid, Corrine. He's been out helping somebody move house for 2 days, so he's been quite busy too. They go out in my bed. So I pressed the wrong blinking thing then. Right. So Laura Hart, that's who I sent it to. There, did you get it? Laura Hart. So yeah, as I said, I've invited somebody. I'm just hoping that they come on. If you don't want to come on, that's fine. Just press reject. I'll give it a couple of seconds. If you haven't joined in, I'm going to move on to somebody else. Shannon Diane Lang. Shannon Diane Lang. Shannon Diane Lang. Right, I don't think that lady's coming on. So Shannon Diane Lang. Desiree says travel is not warranted right now. Conditions aren't favourable. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So this card is saying no travel right now. If you're due to go on a trip away or you're due to go on holiday or something, it could be that there's going to be quite a few hiccups within this holiday and you may come back wishing you hadn't gone. So I hope that card makes sense for you. So we haven't had a response from that lady, so I'm going to pick somebody else now. Let me see who we've got. Right, I've sent an invite to somebody now. Hi. Hi. Are you happy to be on live?
Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I just pressed the button. Can I take your name?
Scarlett.
Scarlett, thank you. Right, so I got quite an excitable. Do you have a granny in spirit, please?
Yes, I do, yeah.
She gives me quite an excitable energy. She's quite excited to be able to come through and have a chat with you. I kind of feel like you've been needing a boost, or you've been needing to hear that your loved ones are around you, bringing you love and support.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. So I get heart problems being really important in the family. So either somebody passed from the heart or somebody's been having problems with the heart. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And is October important for a birthday or an anniversary, please?
Yep. Both.
Fantastic, which will be why you got the reading tonight. Also, I have to take note of the time. It's 21:18, and this could be around time connected to passing or time you last spoke to her before she passed. If it's not 9:20 in the evening, it could be 9:20 in the morning. Thank you. Okay. She gives me quite a big last breath, so somebody feels like they didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her, or somebody feels like they missed her passing.
Yep.
Thank you. And she makes me very aware of a necklace. So you have a necklace of importance, or you've recently done something with a necklace, please.
Yep.
Thank you. Hi. Does she know how many people are watching?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so Grandma just wanted to come through to bring you love, to let you know she's around you. And like I say, I kind of feel like you've been going through a hard time recently, or you've just been needing to know that you're not on your own, kind of thing, and there are people there.
Yeah.
Thank you. She talks quite fast. She's got plenty to say for herself anyway. And is your daughter swinging her legs, please? Does she swing her legs a lot?
Yeah, she does, yeah.
Thank you. Your granny likes to be around when she's swinging her legs. It's quite a nice time to see her that relaxed, you know, and she's just getting on with her things and that. Is she very into colouring in and doing painting kind of work? Thank you. There's no cameras in your house, I promise. So, oh my goodness. She's so full of life, you know, and to be unwell before she passed, she didn't like being unwell. She didn't like feeling like that, you know, because she is an independent person and she likes to just do her own thing. Now, she shows me to the side of her that there's a gentleman with her. Is her husband also passed, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Did he pass after her, please?
Before.
Before. Thank you. Has there been a passing since she's passed, please? Because I get another gentleman and he feels like he's passed after her.
Not what I can think of now.
Is Bill or Will important, please?
No.
Okay. I'll give it to you now if it doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
It could be you speak to family and it does fall into place. So, okay. Now, did Grandad smoke, please?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Well, the gentleman, do you know if she had a brother, please, that passed?
And I couldn't tell you, no. No, she
All right.
didn't, no.
Okay. I'm just writing it down because if it doesn't make sense once you speak to family, you'll hopefully find out. Thank you. Okay. So at the moment you feel a little bit lost with what to do with yourself, or you're not kind of sure if you're going in the right direction or you're doing what you... I just kind of feel like you're plodding along at the moment. You don't really have a direction, or you're not quite sure what direction you're going in, but you're just hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And are you very particular about your couch and your cushions and things, please? Or have you been complaining about the couch and the cushions?
It's just been washed.
That's fine, thank you. Is there a way of saying that they've been around you? They don't miss anything at all. We think they're gone because we can't see the physical shell, but actually they never really leave us. Thank you. Now, she will buzz in your right ear and she makes me feel like she will come to you in a dream or she will show herself to you. She always wants you to know that she's there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you also connect with a robin? So a robin comes to the garden or a robin comes to visit you, please?
Yeah.
And have you had it very recently?
No, not for a while.
Okay, so you might get up in the morning and it'll just be there. Thank you. Okay, so also I'm being shown the bathroom being important. So somebody's going to the toilet a lot more than normal, or somebody's having issues in the bathroom.
Oh, don't know.
Do you have a toilet just on its own, like a toilet with just like a little sink?
Yeah, just the toilet.
And are you planning on either changing it or doing something to it?
Yeah.
It's a very small room.
Yeah. Tiny.
Thank you. Thank you. And you also want to paint your nails or paint your toenails?
That's what I do for a living.
Ah, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, she wants you to know sometimes you get a bit anxious or you get a little bit of anxiety, and she wants you to know when she is around you, this is what she causes. So she says, I'm really sorry. I know, when you're going to do something really important, you get a bit nervous or you get a bit anxious, but that's her way of coming with you. So all you have to say is, okay, Granny, I know you're here. Just step back a little bit because you're affecting my heart. Obviously not out loud, otherwise you look like a crazy person, like me. But just say it in your head and literally it will come off. Literally it'll just pass. Thank you. If you need help with sleep, because I feel that's also a bit of an issue, please message me afterwards and I will send links to help you get off to sleep and sleep better and wake up feeling a lot more refreshed. She wants you to know that everything will be okay. You are on the right path. You are going in the right direction. Even though you feel like you're not heading in a direction at all, you are going the way you're supposed to be going. So just allow your body to keep teaching you, keep guiding you, and you won't go far wrong. Stop stressing about money, because you will always be provided for. There is never time where you won't get the money you need or something won't get paid. And these are questions that you've been having recently, or thoughts that you've been, pickling your head. Where's the money coming from? Where am I getting that from? So please know that she will always bring it and provide for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. She sends massive kisses. If you were here, I would give you a big squeezy hug from her and you'd be able to feel her. But thank you so much for coming on and taking that wee message.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, well done, Scarlett. How lovely was that? I like that. I do like that. That's really good. Right then, we'll have a couple of shuffles of cards. Maybe have a wee bag. I shouldn't be smoking. Now then. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I love it. Was thinking of going to Blackpool next year, Deena. Well, maybe don't book it just yet, Shannon. Just wait. Thank you. Now, where's my fags? I have to find them. Yeah, that was really good, wasn't it? Sometimes, though, because obviously I'm just zoning into that one person, I might stay on a bit longer because they're supposed to get that much of a reading, or it flows that good. That's what they need to hear. Fantastic. Ah, love it, love it, love it. Thank you. The energy is fantastic this evening. I have been buzzing all day. I've done some card readings, I've done some one-to-ones, I've been busy, had coffee with a friend, so I've been non-stop the whole day. When Ewan came home, he was like, exhausted, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit weird sometimes. Thank you so, so much. Ewan is doing fantastic. He's absolutely doing amazing. His card readings the past few days, he's been doing voice spoken card readings, and they have been absolutely phenomenal. The response he's been getting back have been absolutely A1. Hello, everybody that's still tuning in. Hello, hello. You just missed the first live reading. It was through the computer, which was really, really good. I felt like that this evening. You may be tuning into us. Gemma, all will be okay. There's two go back. Right. So, Jan Goldie, I'm going to pick you for some cards because your name has stood out to me earlier on as well. Jan Goldie. All right, Jan Goldie, I'm just going to shuffle some cards for you, my darling. Woo! That one fairly came out. So, Jan Goldie, do you want to go live? Are you happy to go live? I'll just see a response. If you don't want to, that's okay. I'll just do cards over here. Are you happy to go live? Thank you. Both my ears are buzzing like mad for you, Jan. Buzzing, the feedback you've been getting. Yeah, it's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes, Melanie Jane, all will be okay. Yes, Jan Goldie, she is. Invite to live broadcast. Fantastic. So Jan Goldie is my next person for live 21-29. We're just waiting for Jan to connect. Oh, hello, how are you?
Hi.
You're not in the toilet or anything, which is really good.
No, I'm in the kitchen so I can get peace to listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Jan, so the first card came out for you was Sonia, which is why I said, do you want to come on live? Because there is somebody in spirit that wants to say hello and let you know that everything's okay. Now, I get quite a strong male energy step forward for you. Is your father passed, please?
No.
Is his dad passed?
He has,
Thank you. And you were really close to him, or you and him had a really good connection, please?
Yes, we did.
And he was a smoker?
He was heavy smoker.
Thank you, which is why I had to have a bag before I brought you on. Now, the time of the reading is always important, so 9:29 p.m. It could be important to time of passing or time you last spoke to him. If it's not 29 past 9 in the evening, it could be that in the morning, but obviously I don't do live at that time. So he wants to step forward tonight to bring you some love and to give you a boost. Sometimes he just put his foot in it when he says things. He says things the wrong way around, or he says it comes out wrong and it just sounds funny, or he says funny things. He's got a really good sense of humour and he's got a really strong accent as well.
He has.
Thank you. He makes me feel like a very hard-working man in his day. He was always doing something, or he was always out looking for work, getting work, working hard. I kind of feel like he does lots of different jobs rather than just one job. I kind of feel like he's quite good at doing a lot of things. Is lorry driving and working on travel important?
My mum's ex-partner was a lorry driver.
And is
he done a lot of
passed,
travelling. No,
and
he's not passed. No.
He's here. Do you know if he's been going through a hard time recently?
I don't really keep in contact with him, Deena. But I know he's quite elderly now, so he could possibly have been going through a hard time.
And is John or Jock also important to you, please?
My grandpa that you're talking about used to get called Jock.
That's fine. Thank you. He's quite a good sense of humour. He's quite a cheery kind of man, and he likes to have a drink or he likes a wee dram. He's not every day, but every now and again he'll like to have a good couple.
Wee whiskey now and again.
It gives me a problem down the right arm, so is a stroke important to somebody, or did somebody have problems with movement in the right side?
I've got nerve damage in my arms.
Okay, and you right one the worst?
It is, yes.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Now, he makes me feel like he's had problems all in his chest, and I kind of feel like he's had a few things wrong with him rather than just one thing wrong with him that's made him past. He makes me feel like he's got something all through his body, but he also gives me chest complaints and chest problems too.
That's right.
And has somebody been checking the temperature recently, or somebody been having the temperature tested?
My nephew, he had his temperature and that all tested the other day. He was at hospital.
Okay, that's fine. So your granddad's aware of this situation and he's just letting you know that he is still watching over him, or he is still looking out for the family. So even though his physical body isn't here, his spiritual self is still around you and is always watching over you. Thank you. He's quite often got his hand in his pocket. I don't know what he's fishing for, either a tissue or money or something, but he's quite often got his hand in his pocket rooting around.
That'll be tissues. Tissues.
Yeah, he just keeps rooting for it. Thank you. Now, he makes me feel like there is dementia in the family, please, or there was dementia in the family?
There was,
Thank you. And do you also have an auntie in spirit?
I've got a few aunts in spirit.
Okay. I want to say an S name. I don't know if it's Sheila or Sylvia.
Agnes.
No, Agnes feels a bit older. This lady feels a bit younger. I would say she's maybe in her late 40s, very early 50s when she's passed.
I can't think at the moment, Deena.
Okay. And is Babs or Barbara also important, please?
Yes,
In spirit?
Yes.
Thank you. It's kind of like they're all congregating together or they're all hanging around together. Now, the fact that they all come together shows that the family's been going through a hard time recently, or the family's been going through quite a lot of things recently. And that's why they've all kind of gathered round to show the support, you know, because obviously the more of them there are, the stronger the energy can be. Now, are you very into spirituality? Can you feel things and pick up things?
I have been known to, but my daughter, she really picks up a lot. My daughter,
And she wants to learn more, or she needs to learn more?
both. Definitely.
Maybe get her to tune in the live, because I want to try and teach people as much as possible. So I will always try and, you know, explain how I get to where I get, or whatever I feel, I will try and teach people. And if you want to book in for a one-to-one, we can do it over Skype, and I can try and help her understand what she's feeling. She can be very up and down with her moods.
Very, very.
Very erratic, so she can either be absolutely amazing or absolutely awful, and there's no real bobbing along.
That's her.
Can she be quite OCD about things as well? So she has certain, total.
Definitely. Aye, definitely.
Now, do you know if she has got a bracelet of importance? I'm seeing either she's been given a bracelet recently. I want to say it looks like a silver bracelet and it's got links on it, or it's got charms on it or something.
I gave her a bracelet and it's got a few charms on it. It's just maybe 2 or 3.
Okay, that's fine, but silver?
Silver and purple,
Thank you. So yeah, she really cherishes this bracelet, and I know she wants to collect more charms, or she's quite excited about getting new charms. So whether she's been asking for more, or whether she's hoping to get birthday money to get another one, or Christmas money to get another one, it is quite important to her. Thank you. Okay. So I'll just read the cards for you, my darling. Sonia is card 1. And says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I'm happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. And that's your grandfather stepping forward and giving you that. So it could be around a birthday or an anniversary. Card 2 is November, and this is Isabella, and says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Are you single just now?
No. I'm in a relationship.
Are you planning on moving to the next level of the relationship, or doing something together as a couple?
Probably do something together as a couple.
So this is for November, so whether you two get some time away, whether it's a couple of days holiday or a couple of days just you and him quiet time, it is quite an exotic, romantic card, and is like the rekindling or restarting of things, or, you know, giving things a oomph that they need. Now, card 3 is Daniel, and it's Christmas time, and shows that either there's going to be an engagement or there's going to be a wedding anniversary in December, and the angels are letting you know that they're around you at this time. It's a happy card, so whether it's somebody very close in the family that's about to be announced that they're getting engaged or they're getting married, but they're really lovely cards. So I'll just write these down. Thank you. Okay. Now, is your mum here, please?
No.
She's passed?
She passed about 11 weeks ago, Deena.
That's fine. I just keep hearing mum in my ear, mum in my ear, mum in my ear. So your grandfather's kind of trying to enable her to come through. Thank you. So she wants you to know that she's safe and she's well. Thank you. She gives me last breath, so you feel like you missed a passing, or you feel like you weren't there for a last breath?
No, she was in my arms when she passed.
Oh, you were there when, that's fine. The last breath is very important. It's how I interpret it. She's just giving me the last breath being important. Thank you. And you have her rings, please. Because yeah, thank you. She worries about her rings, or she's always worried that she would lose them. She never wanted to lose them. It was quite important that she couldn't, you know, she didn't lose them.
We had to bury her with the rest of them. I only got this one.
She's very particular about them. Yeah? Yeah, yeah.
And my daughter, my daughter's got that one. This is my daughter.
Hi.
Spiritual one.
Ah, okay, fantastic. You can do what I could do. You just have to do it. You wash your hands a lot, or you clean your hands a lot, please. You don't like, she doesn't like germs at all, does she? She's a total germaphobe. And do you use tissues to touch doors and stuff like that?
Not right. I thought of her, she did.
That's fine, thank you. Now, can I ask, is she doing some studying while she learns? Because while she works, because I see her doing lots of studying, I see lots of folders, and she's working really hard, but she needs to just take a little break and have some relaxation time and just kind of say, look, I'm not having any study tonight, I'm going to go out and have some fun.
She does. She's doing lots of studying now in her work. So busy lassie.
Yeah. But sometimes we just need to take a step back and relax a little bit as well. You work too hard, you're going to overworking yourself, and your mum doesn't want her to overwork herself. She's so proud of her, honestly. She's so proud of her family. She says, I did really well. I did really well. Thank you. Okay. So, she was into spiritual things, your mum, or she was open to this kind of thing, because she makes me feel very spiritual, or she's very open, and she always said she would come through, or she always said, whatever happens, I'll come and tell you whether it's real, or I'll come and tell you if it's, if it's true, kind of thing.
She was saying all that, yep, definitely.
Thank you. So now she gives me sorry that you had to look after her, sorry that you had to go through that, because nobody wants to see anybody pass away, let alone your own mother in your arms. That's not, that's not how she wanted your last memory to be. So she asks you to wipe that from your mind and remember all the good times, remember all the happy times, playing music, dancing about. She's quite an excitable woman, your mum, and she does like a social gathering. She's not one, she's not one to hide away from everybody. She does like socializing and communicating and stuff like that.
She did, yep.
Thank you. Got very tired before she passed, so always having to go and rest, or always going to have a lie down. I can get excited for a little while, and then I just need a little nap, or I need a little break. Thank you. She's quite into magazines and things, please.
She used to flick through them, but she never read much in them, Deena.
Do you still have magazines of hers, or do you have magazines connected to her, please?
No, the only magazines I've got is for my daughter.
Okay, well, I give it to you, because it could be tomorrow you open something and there's a magazine, or there's something connected to Mum. So I have to just give it to you if it doesn't make sense right now. Thank you. Mum will buzz in your right ear. So if your ear's been driving you mad recently, it'll probably been driving your daughter mad, definitely. The right side is the mother's side, and the left side is father's side. So that's how I interpret it. You just have to feel, okay, that feels like a man is coming in on my left, and just try and understand your body. But keep tuning in, keep watching, and I will try and teach as much as possible. Thank you. She's glad she was able to come through and just let you know that she loves you very much. She'll always be watching over you. She'll never leave your side. And thank you for everything that you've done.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Oh, what was that? That's exciting. I really like doing it. I want to smoke more now, though. That's you having a fag now, Jan. Thank you. Jan, just as I came off, I'm being made aware of a scar up the right thigh. Has somebody got a scar or been itching up the right thigh being important? Linda, I'm not here to prove anybody whether, prove you wrong. That's not what I'm about. I ask you to join in. If you're lucky enough to get a reading, that's fantastic. There are people that send me 1 million messages and still haven't had a reading. So, no, I don't feel you're being pedantic, but I'm just explaining to you that there is always a time, and even if you think it's your time, Spirit might not think it's your time. You might think you desperately need it, but Spirit might know that there's other things to develop or evolve before the message is given. So if I haven't picked you, please don't feel bad. If you want to come and have a private one-to-one with me, that way you're guaranteed a reading. I am 100% sure I will turn you from a non-believer into a full-on believer. The amount of people that I have turned within 2 or 3 minutes of meeting me. So please, if you've got anything to say, just book in for a one-to-one and come and meet me, and you'll get all the proof that you need. But I know I'm not here to prove to anybody. Sending healing, Lindsay. Sending healing. It's not that, Martin. It could just be it's just not your time. And there's so many people joining into the live. You know, there's not enough hours in the week for me to. I would have to be doing live all day, every day to give every single person a reading. But everybody that tunes in that week have got more chance of the people that don't. You know, the people that tune in after the show, the people that go back and watch it, the ones that are here tonight are more in chance of getting a reading than those that are not. So I do apologise that you haven't had anything yet. But everything happens for a reason in my life. I don't worry. I used to worry if I have to cancel people or move people, you know. Sometimes I've cancelled people like 5 times. And they say, oh, you know, there's something wrong. Well, I can't help it. If I have to cancel, I have to cancel. And I don't deal with bad. So since it's happened to me 3 years ago, I've said, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to see bad. I don't want to have to give somebody bad. How could I give somebody bad news or horrible news? So that's not me. So I can't do that. So I've never really, I get a horrible feeling and I either have to cancel the reading or I have to move the appointment or I can't continue what I'm doing. But yeah. Kirsty McKenzie, we are looking at January for Aberdeen, my darling. I think there's 1 or 2 one-to-ones for December, but not very many. There's a couple of group slots for November and December in Aberdeen, but that's for group readings, not one-to-ones. How do you get a private reading? Private mail me. When you mail me, be aware that I do ask a £5 deposit per person to book the reading. So when you message me ready to book, please have your deposit ready, because I'm really, really trying to keep on top of my admin. And I don't like keep chasing people for the deposit. You know, they say, oh yeah, I'll do it when I get home. And then the next day it hasn't been done. And then the next day it hasn't been done. I'm not mourning, because sometimes I can take ages to get back in touch with my mails, but I am trying to stay on top of them. There's less than 20 mails in my inbox and every one has been responded to. So I am trying really, really hard to stay on top of my admin, but I do need you guys to cooperate with me as well. Melanie Jane Robertson, I'm coming to Glasgow on the 27th of October for about 3 or 4 days, I think. Then I am going down to Lancaster and Morecambe for 3 or 4 days, and then we are going down to Shropshire for 2 or 3 days. And then hopefully we're going to go down onto London and have a couple of days, maybe relaxation time. If there's anybody in London looking for a private one-to-one, I'll maybe meet up and do something like that. But yeah, just private message me, anybody that's interested in card readings, spirit readings. How do you do deposit? I use PayPal or I use a bank transfer. It's pretty easy stuff. Thank you. Light has gone missing all the time in this house, so that's the nearest thing I've got just now. So who bought new candles today? Or somebody looking at new candles today? Sending lots of love and light, Marie Kelly, definitely. Do you ever go to Dundee or around the area? We go to Dunfermline. I know that's not too far away. Yes, very busy. Definitely, Deborah, definitely. You make me want a fag. Sorry. I can't believe we're still at 166 people. So I'm going to pick one more person, I think, because it's cowboy time, 10 to 10. I was looking at a candle for a neighbour as a gift. Hi, Hannah. Did any more of your things make sense? Where's Ewan for the tea? I'm afraid Ewan's resting. Yes, it means I need to buy more lighters, that's all. Yeah, I would love to do that, Julie. I absolutely love to do that. Message me because I could do that when I'm coming down on the 27th. I've still got a couple of nights groups available, and we're willing to travel from Glasgow. It's only, what, about an hour or something like that? And we drive to Aberdeen for readings, and that's 2 hours, so I'm pretty sure we could manage that. Just private message me. So, Elaine Robertson. Elaine Robertson. Elaine Robertson, are you there? And are you okay to take some cards? So this is for Elaine Robertson. Wheel alignment is off. Yay! Well, not yay, because you'd have had to pay to get it fixed. Elaine Robertson says yes, please. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Now, would you like to come on live? Invite to broadcast. We'll see if that's okay. Just because the first card that came out was Sonia again, so it makes me feel like I have to. No, you don't want to come on live. That's fine, darling. I'll just do some cards for you then. Thank you. Maybe you're in your pajamas or you've not got your makeup on. This is what I said. None of you can be in the bath anymore. No thanks, I'm too shy. No problem, Elaine, my darling. The first card for you is Sonia. Now, just as I was inviting you, I was getting a really sore left ankle. So do you get a sore left ankle, darling, or somebody around you? Sonia is the first card, and we've already seen it already tonight. And it talks about past loved one being around you. It could be around a birthday or around an anniversary, and they just, yeah, PJs are on, thank you. And they just want you to know that they're around you, sending love and support at this time. Card 2 is Opal, and Opal is around November time and says that there are children in spirit around you. I get a little boy, important. I do feel a little girl as well, but she feels connected to somebody in the family rather than you yourself. And says your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well and cared for by God and the angels. So in November, it could be around when baby was supposed to be born or when baby was lost, letting you know that they're still around you and bring love at this time. Now, it could be that you get really cold feet, and this is when little baby is around you. Card 3 is Zana, and Zana is December time. And says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Now, this card is about an insecurity or insurity, about being where you're living or staying where you are. Oh my God, yes, I'm going through really bad ulcer on left ankle. Thank you very much for taking that. So Zana says you're in December, you're not sure if you want to stay home or you want to go somewhere else. The card says you've decided to stay home and this is the best option at this time. So don't worry if there's been insecurities or unsureties around the house and home. This will now pass and you will start to feel more relaxed and more comfortable in your home and surrounding situations. Thank you very much for taking those cards. I hope they all make sense. If you need a copy of your cards, just message me tomorrow and I will send them over to you. Okay. What's that now? 128 views. I know, it's doing really well. Really well. The views after we came off live last week was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. Well, it's just about 10 o'clock, so I think I'm going to do one more person, and then yes, they all do make sense, Dina. Thank you. You're welcome, my darling. Sam Watt. Sam Watt. Your name came up or stood out to me there. I'm going to pick 3 cards for you, somewhat, and hopefully they can help give you a bit of guidance right now. All right. 2, they go back, you know me. Oh, they're jumping 2. So I have to give you the number 2. Is it important? Either February important or the 2nd of a month important? Because keep getting 2's being important, somewhat. Thank you. Beautiful card for the first time. Beautiful card. Your cards are jumping, Sam. You've got a lot of energy, my darling. A lot of energy. Ooh, the 2's, they keep coming out. February is important to you. Fantastic. Thank you for taking that. Now, I'm also getting a problem in the right ear. So somebody's been having ear infections or problems with the right ear. Don't know whether it's hearing or an infection, but there's definitely something there. Thank you, the 3rd card. So let me just write these down, because if I don't, I do tend to forget. I get a bit dotted like that. So yeah, the first card for you is Caressa, and says that you have been going through a really hard time right now, somewhat. Either quite a low mood, quite a low energy. It could be right here. Yeah, that's what I said, right here. Thank you. It says you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So yes, you have been going through a really hard time, but now this time is coming to an end. And by the start of November, you will be realizing that there is more happier times in the future. Absolutely beautiful card. Card 2 is November, and we see Athena, who says in November you need to stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself. If you have something to say, please get it out there. Sometimes we have to burn a house down before we can build a bigger, better one. So even though you think it's going to piss somebody off or upset somebody, just get it out there. Don't hold back. You generally know what's right and what's wrong, so don't hold back on your feelings. Night night, Casey. Sweet dreams. Card 3 is Rochelle, and it's December, and says your head and your heart are tugging at you. Head telling you to go one way and your heart telling you to go another one. This card says at Christmas time, make sure you listen to your heart, not your head. And I do kind of feel like this is going to be relationship related. So whether it's your heart wants you to get married, but your head saying, no, it's not the right time, listen to your heart rather than your head. Absolutely beautiful cards. I hope they all make sense to you. If you need a copy of them tomorrow, just private message me and I will send them as soon as possible. Well, maybe not tomorrow. If you just message me tomorrow, I'll probably get back to you Saturday, because it's Ewan's birthday, so I might not be online tomorrow day as much. I want to spend my day with him. Right then, I hope you've all enjoyed tonight's live. Will you be doing personal readings when you're in Inverness? Kim McLeod, at the Chieftain, it's like a show. I stand up at the front and I basically do what I do on here. I pick out as much as I can or read as many as people as I can during the time that I'm there. Thank you so much, everybody that's joined in this evening. Thank you, everybody that was ready to come on live. And thank you for those that took the cards that weren't on live or wasn't able to come on live this evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for your love and support every single day. We totally appreciate it, and we couldn't ask for more, honestly. We really are blessed. So I hope you all have sweet dreams tonight. If you're struggling to sleep, guys, just type in guided meditation on YouTube. You'll get loads of meditations on there. Find one you like the sound of the voice, get into bed, get your headphones in, and away you go. Yes, Rachel Doyle, I will be doing private one-to-ones in Lancaster. Just PM me and I'll put your name down on the list. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.